Yo. So,
プリンセス・エヴァンジールダブルハピネス
let's go. Part 2. Oh,
はようねえ来るとき見た
oh my god. You look delicious. Yeah, I saw. There's a big crowd out there.
私も正直驚いちゃった予想以上に集まった感じ
The Kyokusei Hall Dojo was on the same lot as the house, but the far gate had several groups of parents and children crowding around it. Oh man. Don't you dare, little brats, glare at my girl over here and her sexy. Alright, enough of that.
今お母さんが受付してるのマサヤも早く着替えてきて
Sure. Oh my god. You're just way too erotic for you. Ah.
でもお父さんも来るつもりなのかななんか着替えて家の中うろうろしてたけど
He's definitely afraid of intimidating the the kids around. Why am I saying child? I could have just said kids. Oh man. He's moping?
そう手持ち無沙汰なのかな邪魔だったけど
In the way?
落ち着かんのだ
You should put a mask or something. Man. Wow, he really was fidgeting.
子供が来ていた時だってあったでしょ一時期は
まあそうだが数が数だからな
The thing with him is not only his face is intimidating, his whole body is intimidating, man. Wow. Man. Anyway, but more is better, isn't it? Going one-on-one or close to it would probably be too much for them.
そういう理由もあったのかもしれんな
お父さんなんで着替えているわけもしかして来るの
Is he gonna present himself like the way a principal does? Are you like the principal of the dojo?
決まっているだろうマサヤ君がいくら上達したとはいえ一人で極生家の師範代は任せられんわい
You better not scare the children's around, man. My god. I hope you do a good job, father. Chiho just looked at me silently. She seemed to be wordlessly asking for my advice. Well, he's right. I honestly don't think I could do it by myself. Anyway.
そっかそういうことならしょうがないわねじゃあそろそろ行きましょう
Kimashou. Chiho headed towards the kitchen door, led up to the dojo. Bracket. Chiho's dad and I both wore strained expressions. You're gonna be scaring the kids around, man. Maybe girls really did work better with kids. That is true. That may be true, actually. Spectating parents were lined up against the wall as Chiho and I introduced ourselves. It's nice to meet you all. I am Okonogi Masaya, Kyokusei Hall's acting instructor, so I'll do my best for you today. I practiced my opening speech in advance, so I managed to say it without fumbling, but in a really, really bizarre way.
私は助手の鷺沢千穂と言いますよろしくお願いします
We bowed to the parents, then turned to the children.
みんなよろしくね
She switched to more casual speech. Right, it was best to tune your language to the audience. The kids all softly murmured their assent, and Chiho grinned.
声が小さいよみんな助手のお姉さんによろしくって
Look at my wife to be. Right, that's how you do it. Thinking back, I realized I never had much interaction with kids. I wasn't sure how to deal with them.
そして後ろで置物になっているのが当道場の師範です。ただ稽古は基本的にこっちの師範代が見ますので安心してください。
The atmosphere in the dojo suddenly seemed to relax. Chiho then explained the dojo's basic rules. I explained how the greeting went, and we started practicing. The 1-hour workshop had finally concluded, and I was absolutely exhausted. Chiho's dad had been in charge of directing the lesson. I was just kind of like a middleman.
次の組は15分後だよ。
How much time to rest, huh?
頑張れ頑張れ。結構いい感じだったじゃない。
Really?
最初は伝言ゲームのようで無駄なことをしているようにも感じられたが、一種の緩衝材というのかな。わしが前面に出るよりも具合よく進むようだ。
Well, that's good to hear.
さあさ
I'm really grateful you were here, though, Chiho.
それはわしも同感だ。
Children here had been pretty rowdy, but we couldn't just scold them and throw them out. When things got out of control, she was the one who dealt with it so that practice could proceed smoothly.
そう普通に対応しただけだけどな。
Well, you are a natural. That kind of thing is just difficult for me, though, yeah. I guess you being a girl kind of helped. Masaya? That's sexist. Chiho tilted her head uncomprehendingly. Dot. We continued the workshops until 6 p.m. with an afternoon break in between. Well, this marks the end of today's practice. Bow to the front. Oh, do they actually go us? I actually don't know. Not familiar with things like that. So, now that the lessons were over, we had dinner together as usual.
こんなことならもっと早くに二人に頼めばよかったな。
Oh.
あら、そんなにうまくいったんですか？
あらあら。
まあ、その顔を見ればわかりますね。
あら。
教え子が今日のようにリラックスした様子で稽古を受けていたのは見たことがない。武道をやる上では緊張感も大事だが、それで人がいなくなっては元も子もないからな。
You know, about Chiho dad's body? Why does it seem that he had a bullet hole in his chest? Kinda covered up, but are they veins? Or is it actually a bullet hole? I can't really tell. Hearing him say that made me feel like our hard work was worth it.
しかし、早くも夏休みが終わった後のことが気がかりになってきたな。わし一人に戻った時、どうなるか。
Maybe mommy can help?
やっぱり着ぐるみ着てみるとか。
No.
着ぐるみはもう忘れようよ。まあ大丈夫じゃない。今日みたいにずっといるなら子供たちも慣れるって。
そうだな。まあ今からあれこれ思い悩むものでもない。わしもせいぜい慣れることにしよう。
During our training earlier, I was thinking about something.
どんなこと？
You're gonna be a good mother, Chiho.
何よそれ急に。
Well, it's just what I thought when I was watching you with the kids. Don't we agree with that? Yeah. Since it was the first practice, we just went over stances like the Sanchin, whatever that is. One of the kids even tipped over while doing it. He started crying. If it had been just me and her dad, we would probably had been at a loss for what to do. but Chiho quickly checked in on him, and
大丈夫大丈夫、痛くないから。
she gently rubbed his knee, and the child quickly stopped crying. So, you remember the kid who fell over and started crying? Like, he was so upset. Like, I thought maybe he had broken a leg or something.
本当に骨折したら逆に泣けないわよ。
That's true. Yeah.
ああいう時って多分みんなの前で転んで恥ずかしいとか不安感が強いだけだと思うから。
Especially being the only one who fell.
つまり本当の激痛があるわけじゃないはずだから。だからそれなりに付き合ってあげればすぐに気が済むのよ、子供は。
Right. Made sense now that she explained it, but I never would have thought of that by myself. If you get married and have kids, you're gonna be the best mom ever.
何人事みたいに言ってるのよ。
You know, I'm just not a good dad. Not in my opinion, so... She grinned and poked me in the side. Then she blushed and turned away. My hands were holding my bicycle handles, so she linked her arm with in mine.
私が誰のお嫁さんになって誰の子供を産むことになるのか。あんただって分かってるでしょ。
Yeah, I know. She looked back at me and smiled happily. Remember that picture we took at last year's graduation? I think that's going to be useful. By the way, what do you think we are commemorating? It's for when we get a few new additions to our family. We can tell them this was your mom and dad when they were young. Aww. Summer vacation was drawing to a close.
マサヤ君、あさってとしあさってなんだがな。
Uh-huh. What's with that face? Hey. Seem hesitant to continue. Oh.
あのだな。あさってとしあさっては道場を休む。それを伝えておこうと思ってな。
I see, but why?
なぜというのは。
Yeah, why?
あなたったら何を照れているの？
Your anniversary? If so, just go, man.
うるさい。
Is it your anniversary or something? Chiho's father was avoiding my eyes and had a rather odd expression on his face. Her mom explained the situation instead.
実は結婚記念日なの
Oh,
よ。
yeah.
毎年のことなんだけど、温泉にでも行こうと思って。
Bingo! See, congratulations.
ありがとう。そういうことなので、その間は道場はお休みさせてもらうの。教え子さんたちにはもう伝えてあるわ。
Understood. It's nice to see how close they are, eh? Like, that's actually the first time I've ever heard of someone really celebrating their anniversary.
あの二人今でも結構暑いのよ。温泉だって夫婦水入らずだもの。
Oh, really? Then, what do you do?
私はお留守番よ。だから
Oh, there's gonna be another.
その間あんたうちに泊まりなさいよ。
Definitely doing it. Okay, maybe I will.
あっちはあっちで仲良くやっている間私たちが二人きりでいましょう。
Sounds great. It felt like it had been a while. It had been one thing after another, so we hadn't had much alone time in summer. This summer. It's going to date that afternoon. Be boring to just stay at home all day.
デートいいわね。どこ行く？
遊園地。
じゃあ決まりだね。帰ってきたら私夕ご飯作ってあげる。マサヤは何が食べた？
何でもいい。
なんでもいいっていうのが一番困るの。
Sorry. ハンバーグ
了解。
楽しみだな。
私も料理はもともと嫌いじゃないけど、彼氏に食べさせてあげるってなんだかいいよね。
ありがとう。I gave Chiho's hand a light squeeze and got up on my bike. And for some reason, I turned into a Japanese for a brief moment. じゃあ、また明日。
バイバイ。
We met up at the station for our date. We've been a couple for a while, but we had never met up in town before.
お待たせ。また
Yeah, just got here.
こういうやりとりってなんか新鮮。もしかして初めてかな。
Normally we're not allowed out, so... Oi. Hey. You brought a lot of stuff, eh? Aside from her purse, she was also carrying a tote bag in her hand.
このトートバッグの中身はねなんでしょう。
Condoms? I won't be able to figure it out just by guessing.
わかると思うけどな。今日は朝からデートで、彼女さんは料理が得意なんだから。
Salisbury steak! Boxed lunch!
ウィ
We? Whoa. I felt genuinely moved. I didn't expect her to prepare lunch too. And I absolutely loved the way she said,
ウィ
oh man. Thanks, I'll carry them. I held the tote bag in one hand and took Chiho's in the other. As our fingers tweaked together, I felt a pleasant sense of unity between us.
いい天気になってよかったよね。
Yeah, same here. Got on the train, arrived at the amusement park 1 hour later.
ここって久しぶり。英達付属の時、友達と来たんだよね。あんたは来たことあるの？
Marika's route. Yeah. No, this is my first time. I'm lying.
友達と遊ぶのも楽しいけどさ、ここに来た時、マサヤもいてくれたらなーなんて思ったんだよね。だってデートらしいデートなんてしたことなかったじゃない、私たち。
Well, back then we were just childhood friends.
まあね、昔は誘えなかったな、やっぱり。二人きりの敷居が高くて。
Yeah. I'd always liked her, but the thought of inviting her out on a date had never really occurred to me. Looking back on it, our relationships had always been rather ambiguous. It wasn't like that at all now, however. We had become one, in body and in spirit. We were now spending time alone together at an amusement park hand in hand. There was something thrillingly dramatic about it.
友達と一緒の時なら声かけてもよかったんだけどね。でも女子ばっかりのグループに男子一人なんて明らかに変だもんね。
That's kind of how it was last year anyway.
言われてみる。
Yeah. I was enjoying my first time at an amusement park, but all the while I couldn't stop thinking about those lunches. Yeah. Hey, it's a bit early, so let's have lunch.
お腹空いてるの？
Yes, personally I am too. It's actually lunchtime right now, so I really wanted to grab a bite. It's more that I really want to see the lunch that you made.
食いしん坊さんめ。じゃあ食べよっか。
いただきます。We headed for an empty table. You always make good food. Ever since you mentioned lunch earlier, I've been hungry.
お弁当は普通のおにぎりだからあんまり期待しないでね。
However, as I opened the lunchbox, I saw that she also made various other delicious looking sides. Itadakimasu. Started with the Chinese style fried chicken. It's great.
ほんとよかった
Right. Such an amazing cook, Chiho. The more I learned about Chiho, the more the old phrase, good wife, wise mother, came to mind.
もしかしたら味覚が似ているのかもね
Possible? Palate?
味なんて個人差も大きいんだしそりゃ私だってある程度は料理ができるつもりだけど、でもしょっぱいのがいいのか甘い方がいいのかなんて普通合わせられないじゃない こうやってあんたに食べさせてあげるのまだ始めたばっかりだしだからとりあえずは私自身の好みに合わせてあるのもしリクエストがあるならその都度調整していけばいいかと思って
No, I like it the way it is. I'm in it.
だから味覚が近いのかなって
I see. I guess we really are a perfect fit in more than I thought. More ways than I thought.
そうだねいろいろなことでね
Iro. She turned red and averted her eyes. It was easy to guess what she was thinking about. We're alone together tonight. Maybe I can get my hopes up.
でもやっぱりいいなこういうの
She smiled and watched as I grummed myself with the food.
自分の好きな人がおいしいおいしいって食べてくれるのなんか
I felt a little bashful, unable to reply. Just looked away, kept eating. Nom noms. We headed out a little early so we could eat dinner at home.
帰る前にお店に寄って食材を買おうよ
Okay. With that, we headed for the shopping district. I'd only ever gone to this supermarket to pick up ingredients for dinner, but Chiho preferred the specialty shops. It was amazing how at home she seemed there.
こんなもんかな
We carried the tote bag, bulging with ingredients, all the way to Chiho's house. Between buying groceries for dinner and holding her hand on the way home, it only made our relationship feel all the more real. Sanos was at our backs. The sight of our two shadows cast long on the ground made my heart feel light.
はあ二人ともどうせだったら1週間くらい海外旅行にでも行ってくれたらよかったのに
It's nice. They've been married close to 20 years and they still travel to celebrate their anniversary.
まあね
I hope we can be like that someday. She squeezed my hand in response.
今日は楽しかったでもね今が一番満足かもしれないマサヤと二人で歩いて家に向かっている今かな
I nodded and squeezed Chiho's hand back. I guess after we get married, we'll do this kind of thing every day. Well, maybe not every day.
でも怖いくらい毎日がこんなに幸せになったらそれとも慣れちゃうのかな
I'm gonna try to keep things fresh.
じゃお願いよ
Already? But that's quick. When we got home, we immediately started making out without even bothering to put the food in the fridge. Masaya? Okay. This was the same house we had spent every day since the start of summer break. But it was our first time doing this here. Oh my god. Already. This isn't normal.
じゃあ私 ご飯作っちゃうからマサヤはシャワーでも浴びたら。
Shouldn't these situations be usually just a quickie, you know, just a quick one, and then head off to the shower while Chiho makes dinner? Kind of like that. It sounded way too. How do we say? Vigorous. Sounded way too much. My God. Oh, right. Actually, you take one first.
そうなの？
Or would you like to take one together? Do you want to?
うちのお風呂狭いじゃない。リオのお風呂ならよかったんだけど。
I guess, but
でも
demo. She'd like to go in together. You see?
狭いからきっと動きにくいと思うんだけどな。それでもいいの？
I think you're the perf here.
まあテレビでも見ていて。じゃあ先に入らせてもらうから。
Sure. And so, without her knowing, Masaya tries to sneak in the bath with her. Maybe not. No, it didn't happen that way. Oh well. After showering, I was wiping down in the changing room when I heard the sound of a knife on a chopping board, block, and Chiho humming. I feel even more like husband and wife.